Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. For those of you who don't know, my name is Summer. So I'd like to start off by, welcoming those who are new to the channel. If this video resonates with you, if you like it, make sure that you thumbs it up, you subscribe so that you can see more videos like this one. Okay, and for all of my current subscribers, I just want to, show some appreciation. Thank you for joining me here. I really appreciate you. This pick a card is dedicated to messages from your ancestors. So what do your ancestors want you to know at this time? So we have 3 piles. The first one, we have Cerussite. Okay. Second, Moonstone. And the third, Diaptase. Okay. So take some time, take a breather. All right. Connect with yourself. See which pile you're resonating with more. That's where your message is going to be. Okay, I'm going to start off with pile 1, Cerussite. If you pick that one, I'm going to see you over there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the other ones. All right, the timestamps are in the description box below. All right, let's get started. So if you picked pile 1 with the Cerussite, this here is the message for you from your ancestors. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say. All right, we're just going to put all the cards out. So we have Cougar, assertive. It reads, in silence you find power, claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Yeah, it's funny because when I was shuffling, right, for the pile, right, when I do the pick a cards, pick a piles, I don't like to see the cards before, and this one flipped out and I put it back. So your ancestors meant that it's time for you to be assertive, okay? They really mean that, okay? Because I feel like with this Cerussite here, travel, I feel like you're at a space where, you may be trying to move. Like with the Chariot, that's what's coming to mind. Like you're on your path. You may be questioning whether or not you're making the right decision, that kind of thing. You may be holding back out of fear, maybe out of fear of confrontation or like change, the challenges that may come, that may arise from, you moving down your path, right? But I feel like with this Cougar here, it's like kind of time for you to, I feel, really connect with your own inner power, your own inner strength, and to believe in yourself, right? And I also feel with this Cougar, it's like you may need to like keep things to yourself, not necessarily like hold back, but like make sure that you spending time connecting with yourself and you're holding and protecting the things that are most important to you. You're not just sharing them with any and everybody. You standing up for yourself, that kind of thing. But let's see what else comes out. So we have the Hangman, 3 of Swords, and the Empress. Okay. Then we have Change, Creation. All right. King of Cups, 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups, the Star, King of Pentacles, and Justice. Okay. So with this Hangman, the 3 of Swords, and the Empress, I do kind of feel like you are currently in a space with this Hangman where you could be like relishing or like sitting in a lot of sadness, a lot of anguish, not knowing, which way is up, which way is down, right? I feel like with this Empress, it's really imperative for you to focus on like tending to yourself, tending to your own needs, but also, right, I feel like you may be holding back from other people, because you may be feeling like, you need to figure out what you need to do for yourself, right? And with Change and Creation, I really do feel like you're at a space where you're in the process of trying to create better for yourself. You want better for yourself, right? With this 4 of Cups, I feel like emotionally you're in a space where it's like you're kind of tired of the bull, but I feel like your ancestors are saying like there's this opportunity here for you, right? And I feel like this space that you're currently in, this Hangman space, where you're trying to understand, trying to grasp, looking for a new perspective, that kind of thing, right? is the perfect time for you to really kind of sit with yourself and figure out what you really want for yourself, right? And I feel, for some of you, you may have already like found that thing, right? That dream or whatever it is that makes you happy, that you want to move towards, right? This could be a new kind of job or something that is focused on the heart. It could be just a new path for yourself, right? Healing, that kind of thing, where you're just really connecting to yourself in a more loving, more caring way, and you're just happier about life. You're ready to kind of live in this kind of more joyous space, right? And some of you may have already set your sights on something, but for those of you who haven't, I feel like your ancestors are really saying, like, they see how unhappy you may be, right? But I feel like they're here saying, it's kind of time for you to, I want to say, step it up here with this Justice card, right? And really start focusing on balancing out your energy, focusing on the things that you can control, right? Because with this Three of Swords, you may be focusing on the things that are outside of your control and wanting to make it right, to push and to shift and change things. But it's like there are only certain things that you can change. And I feel like you may be, with this Four of Cups, really focusing on the things that aren't working, focusing on the things that aren't what you want, that are bringing in this kind of sadness, this kind of lowliness, right? And so I feel like your ancestors are here saying, it's kind of time for you to kind of grab hold of this life, right? Grab hold of the reins and kind of direct things in the direction that you want them to go. If you want to be happier, if you want to be more grounded, if you want more love in your life, right? It's kind of time for you to, one, I feel with this Empress, start doing that for yourself, right? Start giving that to yourself, creating that within yourself to begin with, right? So with this Star here, I feel, make sure that you're healing on yourself, you're loving on yourself, you're connecting with people, places, things that make you feel good, right? And that you're not giving your energy to the things, right? Because if you see on this card, it's like these cups over here. And although she may not be, touching them, she's kind of giving her energy to those cups rather than this cup over here that has all this new life in it, right? So, you could be dwelling on the past or dwelling on things that didn't happen the way that you wanted them to. And I feel with this Hangman, it could be because you just kind of feel like kind of stuck. And because you feel a bit stuck, right, when we do get in like the Hangman space, we have a tendency to to reflect, to think about things, right? Because I feel like with this creation here, you're in a very much reflective space. You're thinking about all the things that are going on, all the things that have happened, all the things you want. But I feel you may be spending a little bit too much time with this Three of Swords, focusing on the things that didn't work, or focusing on your fears about what may not work. And so with this Empress here, I feel, you are very much in a space where you're creating for yourself a new environment. So make sure that you're not putting your energy into things that make you feel, sad, or make you feel like you're not worthy, or make you feel that the things that you want will never take place. Okay? Because I feel with this Justice here, it's like your ancestors are saying they're going to match your energy. They're going to match your vibe, right? They're always there. I feel like that's kind of what they're trying to say here. They're always here for you. But whenever you kind of get into this kind of sad space, or you're not kind of connecting with them or connecting with the good, the opportunities that are around you, they have no choice but to kind of do the same to match your energy, right? But so once you start like giving to the things that make you happy and focusing on the things that you want to create and moving in that direction, they can match that vibe for you. Okay? But let's see what postcards have to say. So these are the final messages. So we have, dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you, and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. Sigh. Okay? And then, dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion, and although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected, so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for you and your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. All right. But that's all I have for you, Power One. I hope this message helped you in some way. Be sure to let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated. If you liked it, don't forget to thumbs it up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you soon. Peace out. I'm going to go on to Pile 2. Okay, so if you picked Pile 2 with the Moonstone, this here is the message from your ancestors. So let's go ahead and see what they got to say. So we have Shark. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. All right. With the Shark here in the Moonstone, I kind of feel with the Moonstone, it may be, really important for you to get in touch with like your own cycles or the cycles of other people around you. That sounds kind of funny the way it came out, but like to get in touch with what's going on within you, to get in touch with your own kind of instincts, right? Like the shark, and kind of trusting them and connecting with them, because you may not be in a space where you're aware of yourself to the best of your ability, which is then kind of making it harder for you to connect with other people and to connect with what's going on outside of you. Or it could be that you're in a space where you're so consumed by what's going on around you, right? You may be taking on energy from other people and it may be weighing on you. So I feel like it's kind of important for you with this Moonstone here to get connected with yourself and to kind of release what isn't yours, right? But let's see what else wants to come out. Let's see. We have the Queen of Cups, the Empress. Okay, so the Empress came out for Pile 1 too. Okay. And the Two of Staves with Milky Way, the Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like with this Queen of Cups and the two of Staves, Two of Wands, you may be in a space where you're really wanting to give to others emotionally, or it could be that you're in a space where, like I was saying, you may be getting overwhelmed with your own feelings or overwhelmed with the feelings of others. And I feel like with this Empress here, almost like you want to connect, you want to give, you want to share your love, but it may be in a way where you may be really attached to the outcome or attached to how other people feel about you. Does that make sense? You could be like I was saying, like really overwhelmed with the emotions of other people, really maybe even carrying a lot of sadness here with this Five of Cups, a lot of sadness based on how other people perceive you, right? With the perspective here, the Milky Way, you may be putting a lot of clout or a lot of weight on other people's feelings to the point where you're not aware of your own. It's almost like you may be consumed by this kind of negative idea of yourself. And with the Queen of Cups, almost like needing to share your love or give your love because you don't feel worthy of love. And I feel like your ancestors, it seems like your ancestors are really not having it, right? They're like, no. That's really what I'm getting from this. I feel like with this Empress here, they really want you to know your worth, right? And I feel it's almost like they see you watching or being very much aware of how other people see you. And it's like they really want you to see yourself the way that they see you. Right? And they see you as this Empress. They see you as this Queen of Cups, this Empress, this person who has so much love to give, who is so worthy of all the love that they have within themselves. But I feel they just see you very much weighted down by this sadness because you may be focusing on like connecting with the wrong people, right? With this shark here, you know, it may be time for you to really cut some people off, to be honest. And I feel like with this High Priestess here, you know exactly what it is that you need to let go of. Right? Whatever it is has to do with this sadness. Right? It may be one connection in particular, or it may just be something, right, with this Empress that you're still kind of connected to, but you don't. You're questioning whether or not it will continue to grow. And I feel your ancestors are saying you may be looking at this from an emotional standpoint. And because of that, it's kind of leaving you sad because it's like there are things you have to let go of. There are things you have to cut out of your life or release or relinquish, right? With this Ten of Wands, right? That could be people, places, things, ideas, mindsets. I really feel like what this Empress here has to do with your own kind of perception of yourself, how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself. Right? And it's kind of playing out in your connections with other people and other things, which is kind of stopping your growth. It's stopping you from being the best version of yourself. And it could very much be just your awareness, right? You could be focusing too much on how other people see you, how other people feel about you, what other people want, what other people need. And it's kind of time for you to start focusing on yourself. What's good for you? What makes you feel good? What's going to bring you abundance and growth and happiness? But I also kind of get the feeling you may be at a space with this High Priestess where you're trying to figure out, you know, just what direction to kind of take things in your life. And you may be a bit fearful. You may feel like you don't know enough, you don't have enough, you're not worthy enough, you can't make it happen for yourself. All the things that you want, all the ideas and visions and dreams you have for yourself, you may feel like you can't make it happen. But I feel like your ancestors are really saying you can. It's just time for you to get connected back to your own intuition and not like relying too much on what other people think or what other people want for you, right? It's time for you to be like this shark and start going after the things that you want, connecting and making connections with things that you want. Right? And I feel like it could be you're holding yourself back out of fear, But it's almost like it's time for you kind of to let that fear go, to let it flow, and to start allowing things to kind of open up for you, allowing your perception and your perspective to kind of broaden beyond kind of this kind of dismal idea that you may be holding on to because you feel like you can't have more for yourself. Okay, well, let's see what your final messages are here with the postcard. So we have, dearest you, pump up the music, bang the drums, get on up and start that hustle toward your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to make that first move. Say yes to life, pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step towards the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up as if by magic. Well, we know it's really spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying, go for it. Take positive action towards your dreams, even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda. It will all be orchestrated by spirit and arrive in divine, appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so, so much. Okay? All right. And then, dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life, so just do it. Loving you so, so much. Okay? But that's all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Be sure to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay, I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out. I'm going to go on to Pile 3. Okay, so if you picked Pile 3 with the diaptase, this here is the message from your ancestors. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. So we have the lion. Be a lion. I'm sorry, I love the whiz, okay? But let's see what they have to say. So we have the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the Daughter of Cups. All right, then we have Hermit, Autumn, and like on an autumn leaves are falling. Stag, okay? Trust and Thrive. Then we have the Moon, 2 of Fire, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so with this lion here, I feel like, it's kind of time, right? With this diaptase here, we have direction, heart chakra. So I kind of feel like you're at a space where you're wanting to move in a more heart driven kind of way. You may be wanting to, maybe start or change career paths towards something more, connected to your heart, that kind of thing. Or it could just be, you have been a little bit closed off, a little pulled back emotionally, and you're ready to kind of move forward, connect with more people, do a little bit more, have a little bit more fun in your life, that kind of thing. And I feel like with this 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups, I feel like in the past you were in a space with this 8 of Swords where you were kind of closed off, right? Like the butterfly, you were going through a transformation. I feel, you may have withdrawn from the world in order to kind of improve yourself so that you could be able, with this 6 of Pentacles, to kind of connect and give more. And I feel like from a space of like not needing the love, but like giving the love because you kind of, I'm hearing, maybe it's Maybelline, because you're worth it. You know that you're worth it, and you kind of feel the same about other people. And it's like you may have been in a space where, in the past, emotionally, you may have given to people and they may not have given it back, right? And so I kind of feel like you're kind of moving into a space where you feel more ready and willing to give your love, to share your love, and to connect with other people and things in a more loving manner, right? And I feel like you may be a little bit afraid of that. You may be, with this moon here, kind of questioning who to connect with, how to connect with them, what to do, where to go, where to start, right? And I feel like you've been in this hermit mode, right, for a while, trying to really connect with yourself, right? And I feel like with autumn here, it's kind of time for you. It's very much time for you to kind of break out of this hermit mode and to kind of release the things that I feel you've learned in this hermit mode. Release the things that you've learned and that you've experienced, kind of shedding your skin so that you can come out kind of fresh and bright and new, right? I feel like with this stag here, it's kind of time for you to, I feel your ancestors are kind of saying it's time for you to kind of trust what you've learned, to trust just how improved you have become, right? And I feel like you may have been closing yourself off from the world because you've been a bit fearful, possibly, of how people are going to connect with you, how people are going to feel about you, whether or not you'll be ready to kind of give yourself, right? Because you may still be holding on to a little bit of fear connected with, connecting with other people, connecting with things, starting out on a new fresh path, right? You may be afraid that the past may repeat itself. And I feel like with this autumn here, it's like time for you to kind of release, right? Time for you to shed that skin and to allow yourself to come out, like Bryson Tiller, back and you better. Okay. Okay. Right. And I feel like with this moon here, there may be some like fears, residual fears, insecurities that may be showing themselves as you're like embarking on this path, right? But with the Lion here, it's really about mastering yourself, mastering your own kind of patterns, right? With this moon, right? You could be just breaking out of your own kind of patterns that kind of keep you doing the same things, that keep you stuck, that keep you feeling like you can't move, keep you feeling like you're not making any progress. And so I feel like it's kind of time for you to start learning your patterns, learning what kind of gets you feeling that way and kind of breaking free of them, right? Cutting those cords, cutting those connections to those things and connecting with things that make you feel good, that make you, feel a bit more confident in yourself and ready and able to start this new journey for yourself. Okay, right? And with this King of Cups, make sure that you're cleansing yourself, right? It may be time for you to practice a little bit of water and fire magic, right? We have water, fire, and earth here. So I feel, it's time for you to really kind of cleanse that old stuff, let it go, release it, and start making new connections for yourself to new like habits, new people, new environments that kind of bring more life into you, that make you feel more confident, make you feel more connected, make you feel more like yourself, right? So that you can embark on this new journey for yourself and trust and thrive, right? Like the stag says, to trust that you are able to, I feel, really learn, because I feel like with these pages here, right, you may be embarking on a new journey, in different things, right? With these pentacles, with, your career, with these cups in love, right? But all in all, I kind of feel like it's just within yourself, right? You're becoming more connected with yourself. So just make sure that you're giving yourself the space and time you need to kind of let go of the past and kind of move into this new space, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat up on yourself. Just allow yourself to go through the phases. Okay? But let's see what the final message here is. So we have, dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide, stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free, loving you so much, always and forever. Okay? But that's all I have for you, Pile 3. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and I hope to see you soon. Peace out.